Hey guys, what the heck is up? It's Grace Tori and I'm back with a whole new video. I'm really excited about this video because it combines my favorite show right now with makeup, and it also gives you a cute summer look, so you can rock this if you're going to the beach or if you're doing beach pictures and you don't want to have a ton of makeup on. It's like a no makeup look meets the beach. So if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and stay on. We're going to talk all about Outer Banks and just have a moment to talk about how great it is, what we like, what we don't like. So if you want to see more videos about Outer Banks, let me know. If you have any video ideas that you want to see, like how they dress. I have on a Sarah Cameron outfit right now, but you can't really see it. Let's see. Yeah, I have a Sarah Cameron shirt on, and I'm pretty proud. But if you want to see outfits that they would wear, we actually have the really similar style. Like me and like John B / Sarah Cameron have a really similar style, so I would love to do that. Just let me know. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Leave a like if you want it, and comment anything you want about Outer Banks, or if you want to comment on this look, anything that you want. It would really help out my channel. And let's get into the video. Okay guys, so this look is actually very low foundation coverage. It's very like summery, so look at that light. So we are not going to be wearing foundation. Instead, we are just going to be covering problem areas. So the first thing I am going to do is use my e.l.f. primer. I would also put moisturizer on before you put your primer on. I just don't have my moisturizer with me right now, so I'm just going to put my primer on. Fun fact, you guys, I didn't use foundation until my freshman year of college. I used it for like prom sometimes, but I just didn't like foundation, so I didn't use it until I joined a sorority and I felt like I had to. Because I just don't like foundation, and I feel like if you just cover your problem areas, it's a lot healthier for your skin. So yes, that is what we are going to be doing to create a summer natural glow. So I think we are going to be taking my concealer. Since I am almost out of concealer, I am just going to be taking this brush, putting some concealer on it, and going on my problem areas. So I have one right here. This one's my biggest one. So we are just going to pat this down to blend it. Sorry if my fingers look purple. I just dyed my hair purple. We talked about this. I know my hair was the exact color of Sarah Cameron's before I dyed it. Hers was maybe a little bit lighter. So I did not plan that very well. I should have filmed this before I dyed my hair, but it's okay. We're just going to roll with it. Still obsessed. So we are just going to keep concealing and patting until we feel like it is the amount of muted and blended that we like. You can also do this with your foundation. My foundation is just too dark for me right now, and I want to make sure that it matches, so I'm going to be using my concealer. Y'all, I'm like high-key in love with this show. I literally, season 2, hit me up, Outer Banks. I will join. High-key obsessed with it. And I was curious like what their actual ages were, because you know people are never, especially when they're teenagers, are usually older. So all of them are 21 to 22 except for John B, which, you know, 21. So like I feel that. But yeah, John B's 27, which I don't know why I thought that was surprising, but it was. So cool beans. And the Outer Banks is also a real place. Found that out too. I kind of want to go there now, but I feel like there's going to be a huge rise in tourism there. And oh my goodness, Sophia. Yeah, I don't know when they're filming season 2. Obviously, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but obviously there's a location outside of Outer Banks that they're going to be at now. They don't know if they're actually going to film there yet. They haven't decided, but I don't, so like it's still open for them to film in multiple places, and I'm high-key like, you know, I'm here to be here. JJ needs a girlfriend, I got you. Like, let's just, you know, I'm down. Just call me and I will be there. This is honestly going to probably take the longest part. And they probably won't go away completely. My experience is that it's not going to completely go away, but it honestly makes your face look more natural when you have a couple spots, so you may not need it to go away. I'm gonna try and use some foundation as well and just blend it because the concealer's taking forever. Honestly, you can see how much darker that is in my skin. Like, look at that. But we're going to blend it. Don't worry. Yeah, see, blended looks so much better. This takes longer than just wearing foundation, but it looks so much better, in my opinion, when you're going for like a natural look. And it's so much better for your skin than to just cake on foundation, especially when you are just hanging out with your friends. Like, this is the perfect summer look. I'm just like really in love with this show, like a lot, and I cannot wait for season 2. I guess like from being in quarantine, I feel like everyone's seen it, but obviously not everyone has. I know a lot of my friends have because I've seen them like commenting on the Outer Banks Instagram. So yo, I see you. You ain't slick. But I have not like talked to anybody because we've all been in quarantine. But like literally I feel like this is like like if I had to pick a show that had all my favorite things in it, this would be that show. Like, it has the beach, which y'all know I was actually born in Florida, so like I feel like Sophia, my little Yorkie, she's freaking out. So I feel like a part of me will like always have the beach like in it. Like, I grew up going to the beach. I love the beach. I actually want to go into like shark conservation at some point because like I'm really interested in that. I almost was a marine biologist, but anyway, enough about me. I love little towns like that, like Seaside. I feel like it's really similar to Outer Banks. And then like the mystery side of it, like, oh, like the treasure, it's just such a good time. I love that show. Honestly, one of my favorite shows ever, which says a lot because I watch a lot of TV. Y'all know how lazy I am. Yeah, see, I just put a tiny bit of foundation on this brush, and I am just patting over my problem areas to make them look less problem-y. I don't know. Words are hard. So now I am going to do my under eye. Instead of doing the big under eye like I usually do, I'm just going to be gently patting and blending my bags under my eyes. Uh-oh. You can see in the picture that she actually does have bags under her eyes, and I don't know if they made it look like she has bags under her eyes or if she some of it's because like she was sweating or she was in the water, so her mascara made it a little bit darker, but they did keep it super natural. So I'm not going to take this, I'm not going to make this super crazy. Oh, the AC just kicked on if you heard that. So I'm just gonna go where it's really dark because I'm on quarantine schedule and sleep just doesn't happen. You feel? So once you have that, that is honestly like the part that's going to take the longest. Now we are going to move on to the eyes. I'm trying to decide what color I want to use. So we are going to be doing very, very, very little eyeshadow, just enough to make her face look a little bit more bronzed. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the Conspiracy palette, and I'm going to be using Tannicon, but you can use any like really light shade of brown. And ooh, I just got eyeshadow on my clothes. Okay, so I am just going to take this and do my crease of my eye. And then I am going to take my Blue Bud palette, and I'm going to go in with Priceless right here. And I am just going to blend out that brown a little bit to make it a little less obvious. And I'm just going to go right on top of it and blend it. And do some on my lid. And that's all you are going to do for the eyeshadow. We really don't want to do anything too crazy. You can see in this picture that she has eyeshadow on. So I'm basing a lot of this off of that. Next we are going to do our brows, and I'm just going to do my brows like I normally would with my Wow Brow. Wow Brow is pretty natural. I live for it, you live for it, I hope you live for it because I do. So we're just gonna put that on like we usually would. I still have sparkles on me from my birthday. It's literally like 4 days ago and I'm still finding sparkles. Her eyebrows, like I've talked about this before, when you do a natural look, usually your eyebrows are what's going to define the look. And I can definitely say the same for Sarah. So that is done, and now we are just going to be putting mascara on like we usually would. And you're just going to put on any mascara that you normally would, like you normally would do it. Obviously Sarah lives on the beach, so I would imagine that they had her in waterproof mascara, but you could still see it go under her eyes when she went in the water sometimes. So, tea. I also don't think that she was wearing makeup in some of the shots. Like, she was in some, and in others she wasn't. Like, the actual photos they took for Outer Banks, she definitely was wearing a little bit. But when they were actually filming, I don't know if they had her in makeup the entire time. They definitely did when she and John B went on their little adventure. You can tell when it's raining and they're saying that she has a little bit of makeup that is getting ruined. But like other situations, obviously, I don't know if they would put makeup on her for the situations where she's literally in the water the whole time. So yeah, take with that what you will. She's just as gorgeous without makeup as she is with it. I really do think that this is like the perfect summer look for just when you're hanging out and going out with your friends and you don't want to wear something quite so heavy. And I really think they did a good job with making it look natural with Outer Banks. It was actually kind of difficult to tell what I was going to do for her makeup, and that's why it's taken me a little bit to film this video. I've actually been waiting to film this video for literally the day Outer Banks came out. I watched pretty much all of it, and I wanted to do it since then. So I just didn't know how to do it, what to do it. I knew I wanted to do an Outer Banks video because I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't know like how I wanted to incorporate Outer Banks into a makeup channel. So here we are. Now I'm just going to be taking Celebrity Skin again because I'm pale, and I'm going to be using this as my bronzer. Ideally, you would be tanner than I am, so your bronzer wouldn't look so out of place on you. But, you know, right now, we're struggling. We live in that quarantine life. And you can still see my acne a little bit. That's okay. Acne is temporary. It's gonna go away, and it's not a huge deal. I honestly, like, everyone knows that acne is going to go away, so it's not like when you see someone and you have acne, it really hinders your chance with them. Or in my opinion, especially if you don't have a ton of acne, I really don't think it's a big deal. So I promise you, like in high school, I never covered my acne and I did just fine. Don't be afraid of your acne. Don't let your acne define you. You feel what I mean? Once you have your bronzer on, it is time to do your blush. I'm doing my Becca Champagne Pop. The Champagne Pop broke, but it's this coral color. And it'll probably come with a little bit of Champagne Pop since the Champagne Pop is broken. So it's going to be a little bit sparkly. So technically I'm putting highlight and blush on right now. But I'm just going to start at my cheeks and go over my nose to do a sun-kissed look. Someone taught me this, I can't remember who, but someone taught me this like a year ago, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. This is my favorite. I think it's the perfect way to add a little bit of sun to someone, especially as pale as I am. And you can do this in quite a few places. This is normally where you would get sunburnt, so it makes sense to me, you know? Yeah, so as you can see, it's a little shimmery because my highlighter mixed with my blush, but if you want to put blush on top or highlighter on top of that, you totally can. You don't have to. It doesn't really look like Sarah wears it because she keeps it as natural as possible. But let me take one last look. Yeah, she has a couple freckles, so we'll add a couple freckles. I'm going to be taking my Conspiracy with Diet Root Beer as the shade. This is Diet Root Beer. So I'm going to be taking this brush and I'm going to be dipping it in Diet Root Beer. And I'm just going to do little itty bitty dots to mimic freckles, because she doesn't have a ton of freckles and they're actually pretty small, but they're like sun-kissed freckles. So we're just going to do a couple of those. And you can make them a little bit bigger because after we blend them out they're going to be smaller. Honestly, you could do those henna freckles that everyone's been doing. I've seen fails and I've seen like good things come out of it, so let me know if you try that because I want to know. But I've seen quite a few like really cute looks come out of doing henna freckles, and I've seen a lot of fails, so I'm kind of nervous. So this is the first round of freckles. I'm just going to be taking the brush that I put my blush on with and patting directly on it. I'm not smudging, I'm just going directly over it to make it look a little less in your face. I'm taking my finger and I'm going to smudge a little bit with that just to take away some of the color and it looks less in your face. You can do this with any shade of brown. I just chose to do it with Diet Root Beer because it was the one I had on me, but pretty much any shade of brown will do. You can do this with your bronzer as well. I just chose not to because I don't know, I felt like doing it with this one. Okay, so once you are done with that, you can put chapstick on if you want, or not. You can just leave your lips natural, and that is the completed look. So let's move on to a little montage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun creating this look and I'm so obsessed with this show and I cannot wait to see where they take it next. I'm patiently waiting for season 2 to drop, but obviously they haven't even filmed it yet, so it's gonna be a while. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and leave that notification bell if you want to see more videos just like this one. Like if you want to, it really helps out my channel. And comment your favorite part from the show, or if you liked this makeup and you want to comment on this makeup too, that would be rad. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about outer banks because I don't really have anyone to talk to about it. And I'm quarantined and I'm bored. So yeah, I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song.